Hi and hello, watch fans, and welcome back to Chronopolis Radio, hosted by TRTS, with me, Rob Nuds, and Alon Ben Joseph. Today we are joined by Nicola Calligaro of Neutra, one of our favourite young indie brands, and this one, surprisingly, from Italy. Nicola, tell us more about the brand.
Hi to all. Neutra was founded in 2018 in Italy, in the north of Italy near Venice. And since the beginning, our principal mission was to mix together Italian design and Swiss-made production. So we decided to design and produce only mechanical watches powered by the automatic or manual winding movements with an Italian spirit, with an Italian design. So we just designed 4 collections. Right now, we have some interesting news for this year, but for now we are on fourth collection. The Avrao, which is our field watch collection. The 1956, which is our vintage collection. Cristallo, which is the professional diver, 500 meters. Professional dive, and the latest one, which is Rivanera, which is composed by the classic size Rivanera rectangular watch, and also a new one that we presented on last October, which is the Rivanera Piccolo. Piccolo because it's in a smaller size, more square size than rectangular. These are our 4 collection that we are presenting also to our new Swiss followers and customers, hopefully, here in Geneva during Chronopolis.
So it's not a secret that I'm a big fan of Neutra. Not only was my first ever Neutra, and one that I had the honor to co-design with you guys together, which actually gets a lot of wrist time and I still get a lot of requests for. And then the second watch is the Rivanera. I had to get the gray on gray. Love that watch. I'm not a rectangular guy. And you guys were doing very well, but you threw kind of a curveball by surprising the audiences coming away from, can I dare to say, Tool-esque watches to do this, a classic dress watch, not very commercial for most brands to do rectangular, but did it in a very design-esque way. What are you going to launch during Chronopolis? What can people see attending this fair?
During Chronopolis, we have an interesting preview of a collaboration we will present very soon in about 1 week that we are making with the Second. So it's an interesting version, an interesting interpretation of the Rivanera Classique, the classic. And also we are showing to the visitors of Chronopolis some new release. For example, the Milano edition. As you may know, we recently opened our new Milano showroom in the center of Milan, in the Quadrilatero fashion district, and we are very proud of this new space. And we release a new version of the Rivanera with a much more Art Deco inspiration on the dial. Just because this version is only available now in the shop, we have some sample with us to let people really enjoy this new version, which is very nice to see in person.
As far as I can recollect, Neutra did a few consumer events. Chronopolis is open, obviously, to press, retail, and consumers, but the week is very much geared towards wholesale and retail, the retailers of this world. What made you join specifically Chronopolis of all the platforms available during Geneva Watch Week?
We believe in the project. When some other guys from other, we have some friends, obviously, in not competitors, but friends in our sector, in our segment. So when a couple of friends told us about the Chronopolis project, we fell in love with the project. Also, the idea to join our forces and and be together in Geneva, which is it's our first time in the city, also because we are quite a young brand. So it's our first time in Geneva, and we fell in love with this project, with the possibility to find our small place in this real big world, which is the Geneva Watch Days, the Watches and Wonders events, and all these events taking place in the city. So we are very proud of being here, and we hope that all the news and the release, and also for people that are for the first time watching our watches, are very can find something really, can feel the all the particularities and the appeal and the details of every aspect of our watches. We hope they will find it.
You've slowly opened more and more retail partners for Econeutra. Such a fair, what is the most important for you as a relatively young but established watch brands?
It's quite hard to reply to this question. We are very pure. Let me say this term. We are relatively new to the watch world. So for us, just to see a person being excited, being surprised by feeling one of our watch in their hands, it's something that gave us a lot of meaning. Obviously, if you can give this type of sensation to a person that is used to has seen thousands of watch of every categories, if you can feel the surprise on this type of person, is even more important, because it's not easy to impress someone that working in the watch in the watch world from since 30 years, 40 years. So I think that they can see that the person here in Geneva are really hard to impress sometimes. But just like I saw a lot of people when we presented the Rivanera collection, a lot of people that were lovers of obviously the Cartier, the Tank, or the Reverso design, were also surprised by our release, and this makes us very happy and very proud of the project. And I'm feeling today also this type of surprise, of or excitement also in finding something different, that it's different, at the same time it uses some type of lines of design that are maybe common, but in also being this way, it's it's very hard, and it's very happy for us. It's very nice for us to feel this sensation on the people that are watching. So for us, it's a great result, and this type of emotions are that feeling that can give us a success of being here in Chronopolis.
How much of the design work or strategy formed as a brand is based on market demand? So what you see in the market, because you just said that coming to fairs, you also want to see how people are surprised, how they respond. So I guess you also do a lot of data mining, so to say. How much of Econeutra's product strategy and design strategy comes from that?
Not so much. Sincerely, it's more a feeling that we let me say, just 30 minutes before, a couple of days before coming coming here, and also in the hotel while being here in the evening, I'm doing some new sketches for a new version of our watches, then are not based of a research market tendency, but more on feelings. For example, for us, it's very important to be here during the fair, and also make trade show, make fairs all over the world, in the US, in Europe, in Italy. Because when you have in front of you a person that is giving you some suggestion about what he's expecting from you and from the watches, these are the really, this is the real data mining that we are making, not doing research, but on the field. Listening to people, and it is very important for us. For example, when we launched the Rivanera, The initial plan was to launch it in March 2025. But while making the latest prototypes, and we felt that the market was going, and also some people were looking for different dress watches. So for this type of feedbacks that we received, we decided to anticipate the launch of the collection from March to October 2024, and this was a great success for us. Probably the right timing and the right product at the right time, especially by listening to people and watching them trying the watch. Watching also the Piccolo. The Piccolo was released because a lot of people that were trying on the Rivanera was asking for something smaller. So we decided that was the right way for us. This is the research that we made on the field more than on the databases and web, probably.
The Rivanera is made from titanium, and you just didn't go for titanium. The most obvious finish would have been polished. You went for bead blasted. It's very deep satinated, which is stunning in my humble opinion. But from a commercial point of view, it's less commercial. Why did you opt for titanium? And will there be a stainless steel version? Because I assume the market demands that from you.
Yeah. There are some people that are asking for a stainless steel version, but the reply is no. We will not make it stainless steel because probably the most important feature and particularity of the Rivanera collection is the mixing between the brutalism of the material in that specific finishing with the elegant and Art Deco design of the dial. If we will realize it in stainless steel, it will lost this type of contrast, and so probably we will not make in stainless steel. We are working on other materials for very small production, precious materials, but we will probably maintain the type of finishing because also the sandblasted, bead-blasted finishing is that one that makes that brutalism, the brutalist effect. So this is part of the collection. That finishing it's in the Rivanera. It's not only a material; it's part of the project. It's a very an important part of the design and the project. So we won't go probably with the stainless steel.
I think you've just triggered both Rob and I to pitch a TRTS collab doing a Rivanera in sterling silver that is patinated. We don't want rhodium plated, just raw sterling silver that oxidates.
This could be a way.
Okay, so our hundreds of thousands of listeners now are witnessing and are here to be proof of that.
To be witness.
So they're witnessed it. So where do you daydream and see Neutra in 10 years from now, dear Nicola?
Another person asked the same thing probably 1 week ago, and my reply was that I just follow the flow. I don't have a goal, both economic or in terms of grown. I don't have that type of. We want to go on our way. With the same spirit that we have now, so we are happy to do what we are doing. We like to do experiment, to test, to make some funny, to work with other guys, other people. We don't have a clear goal except for being proud and happy of what we are doing. So this is our mission.
I love it. I would almost think you had media training because you gave me a very elegant and eloquent and politically correct answer. So, our dear listeners, if you've never encountered Neutra, And if you never met Nicola and the team, they're fantastic people. As you see, they do have a strategy. They don't deviate. If you really want to stay in the steel Rivanera, I would twist their arms. So go see them at Chronopolis.
Yeah.
Starting early in the morning, late at night, happy hours, party on Thursday. Make sure to go say hello, discover their watches and what they are all about. Nicola, grazie mille. I'm happy to catch up with you and looking forward to seeing you while this episode is airing.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.